Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Today I'm going to show you a very simple bracelet. I hope it hasn't been done before, but it might have. I'm not sure. As you know, I'm not a bracelet person really. I'm more of a crochet and figure kind of gal. Anyway, this one is based on a crochet stitch that we use, which is called the cluster stitch. So I'm going to call this the cluster bracelet. And basically what it is, it's a little cluster stitch followed by a little cluster stitch and a little cluster stitch and a little cluster stitch. So it's a crochet stitch that we've made into a bracelet. I think this is rather sweet in the rainbow, but I've made one in pink because Izzy's favourite colour is pink. And I like to close off mine using a button of some sort. So with this one I used a little white button, with this one I used a little black button. And I'm going to make another rainbow one, and I'm going to close it off with a little blue button. Now you don't have to use a button. You can use a normal C-clip or an S-clip, or whatever clip you happen to have. That works just as well. So you don't need to have a button. You can do it just as you would normally close off a normal bracelet. But I'm going to do that. I feel that it's a little bit more secure. I think it looks pretty. So anyway, what we're going to do, if you are using a button, you probably are going to need to thread a band through. If I can get my button off, I'm going to use, I've done this one as a rainbow on black. I'm going to do the next one as a rainbow on white. So to do my button, I'm just going to take a white band and thread it through my metal threader. I have a video tutorial on how to make a metal threader if you need to know how to do that from a twisty tie. Very, very easy. Thread your band through your button like so, okay, and it's now ready. We don't have to do anything else. We can take our little metal threader out and we'll leave that until we're ready. I have a little container, I keep that in so I don't lose it. Alright, so very easy. For each cluster, okay, we have 2, 4 and 6. There's 6 of a colour in there, and then you've got 2 bands this side and 2 bands that side. Let's get started. We're going to start with our main colour, the base colour, which in this case is black. In this case I used a base colour of white. We're again going to use a base colour of white. So start with a single band and wrap it once and twice, and you're going to thread one through it like so, okay, and you're going to get another white band and thread that through. So that's 1, well, I'm sorry, that's 2, and this is 3. And one more is going to be 4. The reason we've done 4 is we're going to go back into, you're going to skip this one, go back into this one, which is the second from your, this is our little end cap. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go into number 2, okay? So into number 2 like this. And this is where we're going to pick our colour. So we will start with red. So we're going to use a single red band, and you're going to pull it through and leave it on your hook like this. And you're going to take another red band and chain it onto that. So you've got your little white chain here, a little red chain here. Make sure we're in focus. And then we're going to go back into stitch number 2, and we're going to get another red band and do the same thing again. Okay, so chain 1. I'm keeping these other back here, and then chain 2. Keep that on your hook. Move it back over here. We're going back into chain number 2 again, and we're going to chain 1 and chain 2. Okay, go back into chain number 2 again. We've done our 3 of our little chains, and we're going back to white. So here's 1, chain 1 and chain 2. So now you've got a chain of 2 whites, 1 chain of 2 reds, 2 chains of 2 reds, 3 chains of 2 reds, and then another chain of 2 whites. Now we're going to take a white band and pull it through all of these chains, all of these loops. Pull it all the way through like that and put it back on your hook. That's your little cluster stitch. Now we're going to chain 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and you're going to go back into this one here. So this is the one that joined all of the loops together. So you go into this one. So you're skipping back 2. So 1, 2, back into this one. Okay, and you're going to pick your next colour. We might like to do orange this time. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So you have 6 little orange bands. We'll pull our first one through, 1. Let's pull our second one through, 2. Go back into that stitch. Let's do our second orange chain. There's 1 and 2, and back into that stitch again, and pull another 1 and chain. So there's your 3 little chains. You've got a chain of white, 1 chain of orange, 2 chain of orange, 3 chain of orange. Let's go back through that loop again and do a chain of white. 1 and 2, and then using your white band you're going to pull them all together and then chain 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Now you can make this bracelet as long as you like. You don't have to do the multicolours. It depends on the size of the wrist of the person that you're going to be giving it to, really, doesn't it? So we go skip, skip and in. So it's completely up to you if you're doing it for a child. As you can see, I made the one for Izzy a little bit smaller than the one I made for me. You can use whatever colours you like. So I'm just going to make this one so that I can show you how we do the button attachment, which I rather like a button attachment. You could make this as a necklace. You could use it as a headband. Really, there's all sorts of things that you could use it for other than just a bracelet. But as I said, this is a crochet stitch. It's rather fun to be able to use crochet stitches to make things that are pretty little jewellery things, isn't it? So our next one, we're going skip, skip, and into this one here. We're going to use green, so I need 6 little green bands. Chain 1, chain 2, move it down, go into that little stitch again. Chain 1, chain 2, budge down, chain 1, chain 2. Sorry for this horrible burn. I got a burn yesterday. I was busy burning dinner and I burnt myself. Chain 1 and whoopsie, just 1 band. Chain 2. And take our white band and pull it all the way through. Collect them all up and then chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to keep doing this and make it long enough so that by the time I'm finished I can show you how we're going to loop it up with our button. Okay, so I'll catch you back. You keep going too. We'll make it as long as we need it to fit around our wrist. Okay, so I have made this as long as I want. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my 1 band, pull it through, collect them all up. Okay, I'm going to take 1 more band, pull it through. Now I want to add my button, and I've already looped through my my band. I'm going to pull one side. I'm going to hold on one side with my nail and pull the other side through, okay, and reclaim. So I've got it like this, one over the other. I'm going to splay this out and pop my button through like so. So that is one secured end, okay, to my bracelet. The other end, we've got the little end cap on, so I'm going to put my hook through the end cap. And what we want to do is splay this end cap out far enough, and it might be a bit tricky because we've got a big button here, but splay these 3 little bands of the end cap out. And if it's too tricky to get 3, just do 2 and move your button. There we go, it's going. Come on, around we go. There we are. Poke that around like so. And there we have our little bracelet. So I hope you like. I think it's really cute. And as I said, it's a little crochet stitch. We call it the cluster stitch. So I'm just going to call this the cluster bracelet. And you can do any colour you want. You can make it as long as you want. But I think it's really cute. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I'd love to see some of your colour combinations. The cats have found the balls with the bells in. Take care, everyone. Bye.